And I started a new project that I call the 50 States album, because a really good friend of mine who's the vice president of Discovery Education a few years ago said to me, you should write a song about every state in the United States, covering the basic history, geography, and economic foundation. And I said, that sounds really hard. And he said, oh yeah, but you can do it. So a year ago, I started this project, again, that I call the 50 States album. And, yeah. Okay, well, yeah, I just won't fidget. That I call the 50 States album, and each song takes me about 40 to 50 hours to write and record. And I have a recording studio in my house. And how I start doing this, how I start researching and to write each one of these songs is I take one of these whiteboards, which actually is very similar to this right here. It's just a really simple whiteboard, and I start doing research and start taking notes. And basically, I take notes and put whatever I can fit on that whiteboard in those notes, and that's what the top is. That's my song about Kansas, which I recently finished. And in a year, I finished 21 of the 50 songs. So I'm almost halfway done. I literally, thank you, there's one person clapping. They did the math in their head, they're like, that's a lot of hours of recording. Sort of. My initial idea was I was going to record 50 in a year, which I'm like, yeah, that's one per week with 2 weeks off. Piece of cake. Didn't end up working like that. So this is my research for Kansas, and you can see it's sort of chaotic. I mean, I'm just like drawing arrows and trying to make connections and looking for the patterns in the information. And then once I have all that information, I sort of step back and look at it and say, okay, now let's listen to the music and find the poetry in sort of all that chaos. And my parents are both musicians. My dad was a record producer in Chicago where I was growing up. My mom is an orchestra director. So they have been helping me write and record these songs. So here is what it looks like when we sit down and sort of take these notes and turn them into lyrics.